Hey folks, it's Brian Blessing in Las Vegas. It's Catch Your Breath Day. It's Hump Day here in Las Vegas. Thursday, we started all up again. NFL football, more viewing parties. This town was a buzz last weekend. What a first weekend it was in the NFL. Don't forget, we always remind you, odds are worth betting, our good friends. Featured pick of the day. It's available to right below this video. We get it going with Denver and KC on Thursday night. And the one thing we got to talk about here are the reactions. And you wonder if we're not talking about overreactions from what was seen in week one. There are a couple that stick out. First of all, Denver and KC. KC's a 3-point favorite at home on Thursday night. Physical game for Denver against Baltimore. Manning didn't put in many points on the board, but that was a great drive that won that game for them ultimately. Now they go to Kansas City, who put a lot of points up. Still can't find the wide receivers, though. The interesting thing, though, is the perception, and it's a sharp opinion in Las Vegas, that Denver's a dead under team, more of a power running team. And don't forget, Wade Phillips is now their defensive coordinator. We'll talk a lot more about this on Thursday leading up to this game. And that total's gone from 46 down to 42. The other adjustments that you saw, the one that stuck up like a sore thumb, and we said in this spot all summer long when those numbers were up that Indianapolis was a 3-point favorite at Buffalo. And it was, I think, an overinflated opinion of Indy and no respect for the Bills, never taking into account the rabid atmosphere that was going on in Western New York since Rex Ryan went there and they got Percy Harvin and they got Shady McCoy. But that town was on its ear, and they said that was the loudest that stadium's been in 30 years. And believe me when I tell you, you could talk about Seattle, Arrowhead, and Orchard Park, Ralph Wilson Stadium, biggest home field advantages from a crowd perspective in the NFL. But who missed the boat here? Indy was a 3-point favorite at Buffalo the entire summer. Day of the game, total came down. It came down 2.5, 2, 1.5. So there was an opinion on Buffalo very, very late. Buffalo boat raced Indy. That game wasn't as close as the score would indicate. Buffalo took their foot off the pedal defensively to burn clock, and Tyrod Taylor and company ran the ball in the second half. But you're telling me Indy was a 3-point favorite in Buffalo, and now New England's coming in, and they're only 1 or 1.5. So there's been a big adjustment. And these adjustments are ongoing as well in college football. So it's that time of year where you have to focus on where the value in the number is. And again, we'll know in the next 2 weeks, both college and pro football, water's going to find its level. Tennessee boat races Tampa Bay. Is there going to be too high an opinion on Tennessee? Does Tampa Bay get carved more than they should? It's an interesting time of year. That's why OdsworthBetting.com featured pick of the day. They can help you out. And for as little as $7, that's available to you right below this video. The one thing we got to mention to you on a Wednesday, and I just can't stress this enough, the players had a great opening weekend in the NFL, but they had a great summer against the books in baseball. But everybody now, football's back, and they're winning in baseball. They're going to divert their attention to football because of the passion for the game. But the opportunity still exists on the wagering board with Major League Baseball. And how about the red-hot Pittsburgh Pirates giving St. Louis a real run for their money in that NL Central? All of a sudden, you got Pittsburgh and the Cubs going toe-to-toe, minus 15 cents on Wednesday. Hap is favored over John Lester. The total on the game is 7.5, shaded to the under. Of course, the AL West and the wild card race remains pretty intriguing. Yankees, see if they get a bounce in their step with that dramatic win on Monday night down in Tampa Bay. I don't know about chasing down Toronto, but they got to fend everybody else off. And don't sleep on Minnesota, who's made a push late in the year. But you get games like the Yankees with Warren versus Odorizzi, and Tampa Bay's favored a quarter in that spot on Wednesday. Houston and Texas, monster series continues. Basically, it's a pick'em game. Houston's minus a dime. And in that particular matchup, it's Holland going against Colin McHugh. And Minnesota has made a push to get back in the picture. And how about the Twins, a $1.55 favorite against the Tigers with Hughes, who's been off since early August, and he gets the call in the game against Alfredo Simon. So we get the FedEx Cup, basically the semifinals. That comes up this Thursday. Opportunities on the board. NASCAR, the playoffs right around the corner for them. It's a great time of year in Las Vegas. So many opportunities on the wagering board, but the buzz is football is back. Oddsworthbetting.com featured pick of the day for you below this video. Catching my breath today, but it's back to the races. Thursday, NFL football. Crazy weekend all around Las Vegas. We're going to take you around town the rest of the week right here at scoresandodds.com.